Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday with Chu. So today is double feature. I'm going to talk about traveling and sugars. So first, let's talk about the fun stuff first. So traveling, it depends where you're traveling and what type of traveling. If it's a road trip, then you don't have to pack that light, but still pack layers. Yeah, I always make sure I bring a hood jacket. And when I get to the hotel, I would you know, put drops of tea tree oil around on the edge of the bed because this will prevent you from getting bug bite, right? Yeah. So one time I got to a hotel late and then I didn't do this ritual. The next day my husband woke up with a big bug bite. So now this is a step that I never skip. And also use the tea tree oil to sanitize the toilet seats, flush handle, shower handle, doorknob, and all that. Yeah, and then I for road trip I will bring my travel size diffuser. Yeah, so that's really good. Smell, and I usually bring lavender oil, peppermint, grapefruit, and then frankincense too. You can bring frankincense. Yeah, so I bring my essential oil, and then I bring my first aid homeopathy remedy. Especially the one for cold, and also Anaga. And then in terms of patches, I bring my X39, X49, especially when I fly, because we're exposed to more radiation. And then I bring my glutathione, which is for boost the immune system, and then Eon to reduce inflammation. So those are my first aid. And then when I travel internationally, I always get the local currency at the airport ATM. I never use the currency exchange service counter because it's always, they're going to rip you off, they're going to charge more, right? And to avoid being hectic once you arrive, because you have to think about, after a long flight, you're going to be so tired, and then your alertness is not going to be as good. So you want to look up how to go from the airport to the hotel beforehand, like what type of transportation, how much it costs, and all that. And then it's important to have a good, positive, open-minded, attitude, because when you go to a different country, don't expect it to be like home, right? Because if you have that expectation, then why traveling, right? Yeah. So and then what else? Yeah, and that's just a Chinese medicine that works great for stomach issue. I'm gonna probably find a link to it and share, because I remember one time I have like 4 or 5 hours before boarding on flight from New Zealand back to San Francisco, and I went to a fish and chip place, and after that I kept going to the bathroom, and I said, "Oh no, this is terrible." And my family friend gave me this amazing Chinese medicine. It works so well, works really well. Yeah, so you always make sure that you bring your medicine. Yeah, and then I think, yeah, and then stay hydrated. You probably don't want to drink the water really quickly because you're gonna end up peeing a lot. So what I do, I sip slowly. Yeah, yeah. So it's all that. And yeah, and I shared the jet lag tips last week. So we just follow that. Slowly reduce your workload, and then just have fun. Just have fun. Yeah, yeah. Don't stress out. If it doesn't turn out to be, what you expected, it's fine. It's an experience, right? And then when you travel internationally or even domestically, once your airplane land, you're gonna have to find where to go, right? So I normally, if you need to use a restroom, do it on the airplane, because when it land, you don't want to go to the restroom and then come out and say, "Oh my God, where everybody go?" Which way is the luggage claim and all that. So yeah, so just be alert of that. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about sugar. Okay, I am 100% confident that everyone knows someone who has diabetes or cancer. And do you know that sugar is the main fuel for both of these diseases? So this is what happened. Our body does need sugar for energy in the form of glucose, right? So but we only need a little bit of it, maybe like a 6 teaspoons. But don't forget, when we eat carbohydrate, it also convert to sugar. Okay. So when our body, when the cells don't use those sugar, where do they go? It will first go to the muscle and the liver, right? And then when the muscle and liver use it, and then we still have sugar left, then it will turn into what we call triglyceride. And I'm very sure that when you get your blood test, you will see triglyceride on the blood test. And for the longest time, I thought it is fat, because when you look at triglycerides, fat. It's true, it's the leftover sugar will turn into fat floating in your bloodstream. And guess where they store? They store inside your fat cells, okay? And do you know where in your body has the most fat cells? It's in the brain. So when we have too much triglyceride, it will harden the arteries and will increase chance of getting a stroke and heart attack. So now you see how the eating too much sugar will lead to it, right? Okay, so then you probably heard of insulin. Yeah, because what is insulin is a hormone that produced in the pancreas. So when the body has too much sugar in the bloodstream, it needs to balance it with the insulin. So the pancreas will produce insulin, okay, to balance it out. But then the problem is when we keep eating more sugar, the body have to keep producing more insulin. Then the pancreas eventually will get damaged, right? And also the body will get less sensitive to the insulin, okay? So when the pancreas get damaged, it will affect kidneys. So you may know that it's really common for people with diabetes end up getting dialysis because the kidney don't work. And then also they may lose the vision and all that and everything. So it's like a domino effect. Okay, and then when it comes to cancer cells have about 10 times more receptor to insulin than normal cell. So when we have more sugar in the bloodstream, the body has to produce more insulin, then the cancer cell will become more active. Yeah, because you probably heard of a test called PET scan, PET scan. So when you do that test, normally when people get diagnosed with cancer, the doctor would prescribe, will say, do the test to see if the cancer cells spread to the rest of the body, right? So what they do is they inject, as a test, they inject sugar. It's kind of like a radioactive sugar into your body, because then they could find out the cancer cell, where that cancer cell is hiding, right? So then you know that cancer cell have more receptor to insulin, which is the sugar fuels the cancer cell. So I hope you find this useful, because I didn't know that before. And my grandma suffered with diabetes for many, many years. And then she died of renal failure, the kidney fell, and also breast cancer. And then I didn't know it was caused by sugar. And then the doctor never told us that, sugar is bad. Yeah. So just, moderation, don't overdo it, right? Because everything is always moderation. And then fruits, there's some fruits that are really good, that has low sugar, which is like strawberry, blueberry, any berries. Grapefruit is really good. And apples. Yeah. So just try to avoid refined sugar. Yeah, in my household, we don't have white sugar anymore. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. And I'm gonna be traveling to South Korea tomorrow. So I'll see if I could get my phone with Facebook Live when I tasting the street food, but no promise. I don't know. I may be jet lagging, but anyway, okay. Thank you for listening. Bye.